Now, an important aspect of urology practice is that you cannot be physically present at every place. Now, there are times that technology meets urology. So, let us see something about telepractice. And may I call on stage Rashesh sir and Dr. Abhishek Singh to chair the session.
Yeah, so Nishant, you may start this session by speaking about various apps which are available.
Yes, sir. So I'll be talking on various apps available. No disclosure. Uh, Neither I am promoting any app and nor I am using one. I'm just giving you a brief about all the apps which are frequently used. So before going to any apps, you have to consider this. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare in partnership with Niti Aayog, they have come out with some guidelines for telepractice. So these guidelines are available in the Google. So adhere to these guidelines. Legal and ethical aspects should be observed. These guidelines list video, audio, and texting as three modes of communication. So in fact, telemedicine practice guidelines say that you have to take a course on telemedicine. It is about 4 to 6 hours course before taking a before practicing telemedicine. So there are also limitations of these guidelines. They lack clarity about privacy and data usage for patients and practitioners. They place the onus entirely on us to maintain records of all the exchanges of communication between themselves and patients. Do not yet specify a duration for storing the data nor limits to further use of that data. They simply require us to be aware of the data protection and privacy laws. Privacy concerns arise if any complications occur, such as including a patient's address and other reasonable identification. They may be asked if you, get into any complication. So coming to the apps per se, the first and mostly used app is Practo. It was introduced in 2008. Online consultations, instant video, voice and text consultations. They also have introduced medicine delivery, lab tests, and health records. Now the basic version was Practore. Initially when it was introduced, it had good reviews. It was the very good practice management software, appointment scheduling, EMR, online consultation platform was there. They also had something called Practo Drive, just like Google Drive or Cloud, wherein you can upload images and prescriptions, and then you can retrieve them anytime, or you can share them with the patients. This is the dashboard when you open an account in Practo. This is the dashboard where you can see on the left side all the options available. Then this is like a calendar, you can schedule the appointments. Then they came with a new concept of Practo Prime. This is like Amazon Prime. In this, you are charged for a one patient. If a patient wants to take consultation, you will be charged. That charge will be for first 6 months. So why they are charging you is because basically it's like a fish market. When a patient wants to consult you, he opens a Practo in his app patient, and in that area where patient wants to consult, there are so many urologists or so many GPs he wants to consult. So if you have paid more price for Practo Prime, so your name will be listed first, and in front of your Practo Prime account there will be a badge of like a tick and this thing. And apart from that, they will be giving you 24/7 online booking system. Smart calling system is available. That means if you miss a call, then if when you are available, the automatic callback will go to the patient. Then boosted visibility is what I told you, that if you pay more price, then your name will be listed first. Then if you pay once, then for that patient for next 6 months you don't have to pay again. So now this is the fee structure for Practo. Online e-consult, patient pays full fee online, doctor receives fee, Practo receives 20% or 50 rupees, whichever is larger. Then offline clinic is like patient can book the consultation online, but he comes to you offline. I mean he can come to your clinic for in-person consultation. Prime booking that I told you, and follow-up consults, they don't cut. So in short, doctors, we set our own fees. It will be visible to the patients for booking. For online consults, Practo deducts the standard platform fee that I told you. For offline bookings, it is free. Follow-up pricing is managed directly by the doctor or the clinic. So the Practo Insta is like hospital information management system. All private hospitals have their own HIMS, though it is just like the same. Now the second app is Liberate. So it has three features for doctors. One is Good MD, second is Grow, that is also called Good Consult, third is Manage. Good MD is like just a Facebook feed. So it will be like there will be a feed that feed all doctors who are on Liberate, they are visible. So you can share your this thing experiences or Liberate, or you can share, you can ask other doctors that what can I do, what I mean, how was your day, everything. Privately share and discuss everyday moments of your practice and connect with the doctors who understands you. Then the good consult is the consultation. And one good thing about Liberate is as opposed to like Practo, if a patient once consults you, and the Liberate will not recommend another urologist to him. That means if you are a urologist who is doing consultation with your own patients on Liberate, your patients will never see another urologist. So there is no way to search for another urologist on Liberate. And it charges 10% handling fee, infant handling fee on top of your consultation. So in short, Liberate says that automatic payments are there. Practo, if a patient takes consultation, it will take 7 to 8 days to deposit the account in your payment in your account. So Liberate says that whenever you give consultation, within 3 days they deposit the money. They give detailed reporting, e-prescriptions, chat, talk, and see, just like WhatsApp, and you can archive the consultations also. And this is the review I heard from one of the practitioners, that they take review from the doctors, Liberate app people, and they customize you. Then they sync, and also they keep updating the app and syncs with the Google Calendar regarding appointments. The next app is 1mg. This is by Tata. They have online pharmacy, lab consultations and tele consultation, digital prescription generation, video, audio, and chat-based consultation, access to patient history, just like any other app. The one main feature is that they have also health partner program. Just like Amit Gaur sir was telling, he is a distributor of some medicines and instruments. So like that, if you can become a health part of health partner program, you have to give a nominal fee of around 15,000. You can list all your medicines or all your instruments on the app. Then if a patient buys, then you will get a discount. I mean, sorry, you will get a brokerage. So they have a dedicated support team for doctors, training on digital tools and EMR, prescription compliance with telemedicine guidelines, visibility in search and recommendation algorithms. Next app is HealthFlix. This is the AI-powered EMR system. This supports regional languages also. Ready-made templates for various specialties are already available. You just have to change the prescriptions. Now HealthFlix has recently introduced the new UI. It is called Robin. So they give Hawkeye view based on your clinic analytics. They use patient footfall, actual follow-up patients that have visited, the insights, number of in-person visits, teleconsultation, patient retention plans you can plan, and all these fancy things. Now next app is MFine. This is also AI-driven consultation. For MFine, and the next app is Apollo 24/7. You have to be affiliated with some other hospitals, then only you can download, I mean, you can register with these apps. They also have AI chatbot for initial triage, and for the patients, they have very good health monitoring tools like blood pressure monitor, period and ovulation tracker, heart rate monitor, and SpO2 tracker. Apollo 24/7 is doctors employed at Apollo hospitals and visiting consultants who are officially registered with Apollo. Only they can give teleconsultation through this app. No, these are the in short brief of all the apps which are available. There are so many apps which are not popular available on the internet, but mainly these are the apps which are being used by the practitioners. Now, just for curiosity, I just googled what are the international teleconsultation platforms available. Apart from this Teladoc Health, DoxyMe, and Babylon Health, these are the global teleconsultation platforms. Now, coming to, there is one app for based on this is by the government, which is eSanjeevani OPD. This is the Government of India's flagship telemedicine service initiated by Minister of Health and Family Welfare in 2020. It comes under National Digital Health Mission, free consultation with verified doctors. Then it is like same patient registration, queue management, and prescription. But there are here two modules. One is eSanjeevani OPD is doctor to patient. The patient will register in eSanjeevani and you will give the consultation. And second is patient doctor to doctor. That means patient is in a remote community health center. He goes to the community health center and doctor feels that he needs a specialist advice. So that doctor can consult a specialist. So this is the doctor to doctor module. That is also called hub and spoke module. The hub is like a tertiary healthcare center. Spoke is like a community healthcare center. Though the spoke can be connected to the hub. So specialist gives a consultation to the practitioner in community health center. Then he can deliver the prescriptions to patient. So same as like all other apps, it has a dashboard, digital prescription, integrated video interface, referral to specialists or digital diagnostic centers. So these are the future roadmaps for the eSanjeevani OPD that the government of India has put forward. They are trying to expand towards specialist teleconsult, that's tele-ICU and telecardiology, integration with wearable device data for remote monitoring. This is a very good idea. AI-powered symptom triage and decision support tools also they are planning, and interoperability with eSanjeevani plus third-party EMRs they are planning. Thank you.
Any questions? Then we go to next speaker.
Next speaker is Dr. Utsav Shah, and he'll be speaking on how to make most out of the tele OPD. Over to you, sir.
At the outset, I thank the West Zone Council for giving this opportunity. Always a great pleasure to come to MPUH, and when we are here, we always know that there will be no drama, only academics. So, starting with my talk, I have no disclosures. In 1924, that is probably 100 years before, somebody suggested that there would be a radio doctor, which was a sci-fi at that time. Now it's a reality. Before knowing how to make the most of it, the question to ask is, why do we need to even do it? Because change is constant. It is constantly changing, and the avenues which are now possible with telemedicine are too many to ignore. पहले के ज़माने में एक inconvenience store की तरह एक OPD चलती थी, where patients are being made to wait for 2 hours, and doctors are rude. It doesn't work like that. Telemedicine now is convenient, cost effective, and has increased access for both patients as well as doctors. And not only visibility, the visibility pays. So a doctor who has good visibility ends up getting more patients, not only physically but via telemedicine also. It also leads to the whole world is your patient base. So, and if you are a subspecialist, I think it is even more important to have a second opinion can be got from a patient from Delhi, or a patient from Chennai, or even from the rural parts. So, and as we can understand, the trauma or the issues of traveling are subtracted. Patients traveling from other cities or countries obviously first do a tele OPD to gain your trust, and then they get converted. It is satisfying and comfortable for us. I would never have been able to get these patients from. He is a doctor from Uganda, from the Republic of Sierra Leone, and she is from Uganda. They got treated because they were convinced for surgery at our hospital, and it all started with a telemedicine, tele OPD. As Dr. Nishant has already mentioned about these various apps, Practo is one app. Something different which I would like to state about Practo is that not only do they do teleconsulting, if there is a problem, it's like instant delivery platforms are there. Similarly, patients have they have no waiting time in their mind, so they want to just consult now. So if you click on this, and this kind of page opens, you type kidney stone, you urology consultation, enter a phone number, pay this amount, and a urology consultation is done. How this happens for the doctors? So if suppose there are 15 doctors on their payroll or on their channel, then there will be a instant message which will blink on your phone. whoever from the 10 doctors clicks it gets the consultation. So this is my profile on Practo, and you can do physical, you can do a teleconsulting also. These are the various other apps like Liberate, Dr. C, Sanjeevni. This is the my Google profile. We having a good Google profile is very important. You can see we have good reviews. I can see my friends Ankit and Akshay saying कि पका मत तेरा topic है वो बोल. The topic is how to make the most of tele OPD. So I now skip to what I do. So first of all, I use an armamentarium known as WonderX. This is the pen. There are special prescription papers. If somebody wants to take a look, I've got them along with me. So it is a specialized pen which you can see here, which is Bluetooth based, and it is linked to this paper, and there is a short video which you can play video sir, which explains how it it's probably version business customized for your particular data and provide you one hour documentation can download from a person and your device. Let's see how a unique innovation works. Start writing on the smart RX with the Wonder RX smart writing giving up the light on the Wonder RX software application. Have the patient page generate into the OpenC text or an income text digitization for the application. On the right hand side of the smart RX, you can find a wide array of different stuff in the Wonder RX. No patient phone number which will receive getting back to the application of mail. During your consultation, you will show an identity your patient or you can through a snap on the video will be on the smart RX and the video starts playing on the application immediately. If you wish to share this with your patient or you have to try to share the details of the video, you can see a patient's phone number. The next interesting digit is the audio recorder. Now, when your voice instruction with choices can be shared with your patient. It's not very fancy when the patient calls for the voice instructions. It's not recorded by the recorder and once done, you can simply share the recorder to children. If you need features to capture the more frequent you can even click images. These are the images which clinical images. Now we can do this with your mobile TV, the camera icon. Now very well started here. The able to capture the so many things before. And when you are using that 24/7, you can strike on the view icon to see the capture video. For recommendation to another doctor of TV, etc., you can the videos provider and you can compare your label. So the everything is stored in the cloud. There is no data stored in the app, so don't worry about your memory of your phone. So for me, I use WonderX. I'm not like promoting it, but I'm just saying what I do. So the first step is, if there is a tele OPD inquiry that is generated by a patient, then our OPD receptionist who knows English, Hindi, Gujarati fluently will reply to this inquiry in a detailed fashion on a recorded telephonic call. Sometimes I recheck with the OPD receptionist if I am not happy with if the patient comes and complains on the telemedicine OPD that I did not get a proper response. So this is the flyer that is sent to the patient. This kind of reestablishes that yes, there are defined charges, there is a way to pay, and then the patient pays. Patient pays, and we send across WhatsApp of the receipt, which is 700 plus 100 rupees, that is 800 rupees, and then actually the teleconsultation starts. OPD, the time is mentioned, so generally I do it afternoon 2 to 3 or evening after 8 p.m. And please start the video. This is how the teleconsultation actually happens. Audio. Clear. Pause. Audio. Audio. So basically the teleconsultation. Hello. Hello madam, how are you? Okay. I am entering your details. Please bear with me for a moment. Please tell me your complaints.
What I am having the right side pain in the same area since maybe 15 to 20 days.
Okay. So when we share your ultrasound report, it is suggestive of a right upper ear capital. There is a stone of layer level. And I can see that there is hydronephrosis that is very.
So that I would like to do a CT scan, and we can connect again after we do a CT scan. So I am sharing you the prescription of the CT scan, and on your number you will receive an SMS. So the patient gets the digital prescription. This is how he gets the prescription. This is the WhatsApp that the patient receives. Yes, she has to click a link on the link, and when they open, they get this prescription. This is the prescription that is received. Also, I have shared, because this patient needed an RIRS, I shared a video of the RIRS which I have provided to WonderX, which is a specialized video which I have made, and it is shared with them. And this is the email. This when they click on this, this is how RIRS happens. It's like an animated 5-second video. So that is how it concludes. So benefits is that we do outreach OPDs and patients from other centers. It is easy to accumulate data, and when we do outside OPDs, the first clause which we have is that we will use our own prescriptions. I don't write on their papers because these are specialized prescription papers. That is something which we ensure. But beware, there is a Lakshman Rekha, that is the guidelines, and there are this is beyond the scope of this lecture as of now regarding what not to do. Lastly, slightly deviating, we all know recently on Medbot robot, Dr. Vipul Patel did a transatlantic surgery. He was sitting in his office in the US, and a patient from Ghana was operated. In 2022, so every year there is a resident and fellow committee essay contest that is organized. In 2022. The topic was future of urology. At that time, I had written and I got an honorable mention with along these guys, and the essay is still available on the website, which was the future of urology, and everyone wrote about tele-practice, telemedicine, automation. So that is the future, but only a good teleconsultation will lead to telesurgery. Thank you.
Utsav, it was a very nice presentation. Do you have any the OPD charges guidelines for tele consultation, or it is?
So, so I charge the same. When I came, as everybody knows, I practice with my dad. So one day his routine charges are 1600, and he made one of the tele consulting. When I joined in the first week itself, I saw that he made the patient pay 2000. So I was confused. I told him, why are you making the patient pay? So he said, I'm not examining the patient. So my liability is more when I'm doing the tele consulting. Anyways, the patient is saving money on traveling. But that is his purview. I do not I think you can charge as much. I think that would be it. I don't think that we should charge less. Charges in person and in tele should be equal. That is my opinion. There are no guidelines as such.
So another question, this stationery you said, specific stationery, is it provided by WonderX or?
Yeah, so
and what would be the charges for that? Yeah.
Financials. I was introduced to this concept using via our dear friend Nitesh. So one day I was attending my friend's marriage in Patna. I called him up and I said कि तेरे को मिलने आता हूँ. I went in, OPD चालू थी, and he was doing all this, and typical Patna OPD 40 patient बैठे थे, and he was writing, and I saw this. I said I want this. He gave me a number. I contacted him. That fellow contacted the Ahmedabad regional guy, and he sent me. So now WonderX actually was just launched, and they wanted data whether it will be successful or not. So they had assigned this thing to a third party, and they were giving it away for free. I have got this for free, but if the charges are, the pen will cost 11,000 and the prescription will cost some 75 paisa or something, and it's a one-time charge for the pen. But as they get the subscribers, there are other competitor companies also. Dr. Gaurang Waghela in Ahmedabad is also using this. So there are people who are using it. And even in periphery, I have seen, I think Dr. Ashwin Gami is using it. So I think now they will charge, but the charges are okay. And last point I would like to add that I use this also in physical OPD, and patients like it.
Yeah.
They feel that this is something new. So attraction.
But this is excellent. Great. Just a-
Yeah, I now call upon Dr. Sanjay Pandey to speak on Google reviews, how essential they are.
Good afternoon, everybody. Abhijit, thank you for making me the last batsman of the day, but I'm sure this jam-packed house will enjoy this. Showstopper, thank you. So, friends, Utsav said change is permanent. Change is always going to be there. In other words, Google came 27 years ago. If you're aware of it, 27 years ago when Google was launched, it took 30 days to actually get a search sorted out. That means if you would feed in, search something, it would have 30 long days. Now it takes 30 nanoseconds. So change is permanent. That's what I take from Utsav's picture around. So when I look into this and I look into Google reviews, this is a new kind of an optimization which actually has made men think. Men always want anything bigger, longer, stronger, harder. Not in andrology, but the urologists always want to grow, grow, and grow. I mean, the youngsters need to grow. They want to grow better in this competition stage around. We're looking at, does it optimize or let you climb in 2025? So let's get into this business of understanding what is Google review, what is Google business app. Let's get into this. Thank you, PracticeCon, and thank you, Westzone, MPUH, for this wonderful challenges and answers that we're going to look into in the next 8 minutes. Let me speak about the universal truth zero. The universal truth zero is your reputation is all yours. It cannot be changed by anybody. That means you earn it by receiving it out of the care and the compassion, confidence you created. To give you a small example, I need to give this example to everybody. 2 o'clock at night, I finish a major surgery and want to go home. I don't want to drive back home. My home is 6 kilometers from the hospital. I decided to just come out of the hospital, pick up a rickshaw and just get in. Lodha Fiorenza chalte hain. And then he got into it, and then when he was reaching, I saw the bill was 86 rupees. So I sounded loud, "Aapke paas 100 rupees ka change hai kya?" That's all I said. So when the vehicle reached, he got out at 2:30, 2:20 out of the auto rickshaw and said, "पैसे मत दीजिए." I said, "Why?" मेरे पास चेंज नहीं है. मैंने कोई बात नहीं, फिर 100 रुपए रख लीजिए. 31 साल से मैं गोरखपुर से आके काम कर रहा हूँ, किसी ने मेरे को इस शहर में आप नहीं बोला. So what does it mean? For the first time he got some respect at 2 o'clock. I want to talk about that right now. So universal truth 0 is over. Now universal truth 1 means you and I as surgeons and as urologists. Every surgeon carries with himself a small symmetry. We all do mistakes, and perhaps mistakes are known to us before and after sometimes, or we do mistakes and come back. So we all have those mistakes and go to this cemetery time to time to pray. Why? Because a place where the bitterness and regret is always sorted out, because that's where the explanation lies for all the failures. I want to thank Henry Marsh for this kind of quote that we all should. Universal truth 2 is what I spoke to you at 2 o'clock at night. That means people will forget what you said on this wonderful platform. People will forget what you did, but they'll never forget what you made them feel. And that is all about Google review. In other words, they will forget what you made them feel, will never happen. That means 99% of my surgeries happen in the OPD. I just go to the OT only to execute. What does it mean? I counsel on everything that Utsav was showing on the table itself. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 sessions. Counseling and surgery is done on the consult table. Out there in the operating room, you just go and conduct some surgery, something and come it out. So friends, Google reviews for a urologist is not reputation. Your reputation is going to stay always forever. You are all good. You are highest. The market building has become probably a process as a result of this 27 years of change, which actually Google business app has come up with. So today, compared to the past, we actually are masters of our own destiny. We could create a destiny by goodwill. We're going to think out of the box in a different way than we used to think about in the past. Past, it was word of mouth. Now the word of mouth is from the invisible people across the world who actually put a review to which somebody would see and come to you only for first consult. Nothing else matters. First consult is where they want to see you on a Google review. So friends, the universal truth 3. What is that? A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. You can't be sitting in your OPD and waiting for patients to keep walking. You got to do hard work. That means your results, your work, your marketing, and the entire advertisement which Shailesh Bhai and I did talk about yesterday, all going to happen in a very ethical way, that we're probably taking it forward. So the universal truth 4 is, we go by Hippocratic oath all the time till we hang our boots. Many of us don't hang our boots. In other words, does it matter? Perhaps matters. That means how doctors think matter, but how patients think matter a lot. That's what probably has happened today, but it doesn't make a difference to us actually. So what is a Google review? The Google review is this slide. In other words, patient's journey is reviewed by him. He reviews you by what he felt. So it could be on the left side, a very smooth journey. It will have its own course. On the right side, it will be punctuated by a lot of things. He came to your outpatient department, waited for a long time. Pandey ran him to the OT in front of him. When he comes, he sees somebody else. There are times during consult, I take the telephone and talk to somebody else. Probably the OT he wants to be done tomorrow, and you give him a date probably 3 weeks later. And then at the end of the result, the cost is higher than was quoted. All these are punctuation marks which will add to the Google review, which actually would be not your job. That will add to the negativity of a review given by somebody. And that's how 4.9 is my score, 5 is Utsav's score, probably Shailesh Bhai's score is only 3.7. It doesn't make a difference at all. The way patients reviewed you on that thought process, what does it mean? That is the real universal truth. What is it? If it's a snapshot review, 30 seconds after the patient leaves your OPD and gives a snapshot review, go into my reviews and you will see the snapshot reviews. Husband and wife both sent a review. Bad doctor, and bad doctor. He made us wait for 6 hours. We never knew he was there. So an angry patient will pour out everything in a snapshot. A satisfied patient will take time. In other words, early review is by a satisfied patient. He leaves, he says he's treated and cured. We give a very satisfactory review, and some of the reviews can be too long to read. Delayed reviews are the happy patients. They take time, they imbibe, they get the result, the sutures do wear off, and they feel good about it. Not reviewed even on request by you or your colleague or teammates. Probably somebody who holds back a lot of things and probably will never review you. So this is what it is. Patient's journey through a digital influence, which we have talked on this wonderful stage in the last 2 days, is about the awareness that is created about you. A Google search obviously comes over. Don't forget, Google is not final. 50 companies today, of which only 2 will survive in the next 10 years. In other words, the important things which we knew, like Yahoo, would probably survive forever, disappeared. Many may not have seen Yahoo the light of the day. So Google search also will perhaps go someday. At this point of time, the Google search is what the patients review. They read, and they read and they feel very good about somebody and very bad about somebody, and keep choosing it. So there's a comparison all the time, and that comparison is what goes on. So they may not leave their own reviews in other words. What does it mean? What is happening today in the world? This is what is the data. 77% patients check online reviews before booking a medical appointment. After that, come to you, the story is over. Book a medical appointment, they would compare you with a lot of people. What do they search? They search 90% searches as urologist near me. Somebody sitting in Ahmedabad will not search Pandey. They will search who is in this area around. So that's what they search. So Google is the number one platform for healthcare related searches and all aspects around. And patients trust peer reviews more than institutional ads. They don't believe you do. Your YouTube videos don't sell so much. The reviews of people whom they never know probably have put reviews of what they wanted. So why are they so unique, and why does it make so different? Because it's highly visible. It's visible about you. The moment you open up on the reviews, it's visible. And that's a real-time feedback. It means the search engine optimization to find your clinic higher is what is the aim of the entire story which you're looking at. Influences the trust of patient initially. If the patient is happy with 10 people from 10 different walks of life and 10 different languages have actually said yes. So what is the data snapshot? An average trustworthy doctor would probably get it as 4.5. Somebody can get 3. Doesn't make a difference. He is equally good. The average trusted doctor probably goes to that 4.5 with the reviews that comes on and off, not the ones which are slated or fake reviews. Now, one negative review is what the data says can drive over 22% reservations. So today you got a bad review, then you should not shake your head. Therefore, don't open your Google reviews ever in the morning. That will be the last thing before you close your phone, and keep it away. Practices with more than 50 reviews see 2% higher bookings. So if there are more than 50 reviews, people actually jump in. They want to look at you. So building a review strategy is about do's and don'ts. What are the do's? Ask every satisfied patient very politely. Never force anything. I mean, you can say that I have a Google review page and you can look at it. Use SMS, WhatsApp, emails, etc. if you have time, or a direct link by your secretary or somebody. Respond to all reviews. I've not responded to the negative ones. My apologies. Like Pradeep said, we don't always practice what we teach. Respond to the negative reviews with a lot of thought. Respond. Display all your best reviews in your website in clean screen. Don't never incentivize fake reviews. That's dangerous. You get mixed off completely, and don't ignore or delete negative reviews. Negative reviews are a benchmark. You can't be completely positive. Nobody can be 5.05. So turning reviews into reputation will last. Turning reviews into marketing and moving forward. And like keywords using caring, efficient, explained well, these things do matter. And probably they do write all this. Use testimonials and presentations, brochures, social media, because every urologist wants to grow today. Build a review culture with your own staff. If you do that, probably you score, because some patients may not like, some patients will forget. Many of them are forgetful. Once the story is done, the files are packed off forever. So handling negative reviews is a graceful act that we can do. We are at the height of specialization. Acknowledge without violating privacy. Thank. Don't write too much on that, because if you're violating that, I did a circumcision, it did not work, or I did a robotic, and offer to connect offline. It's nice to probably call them and say that, thank you for the review. We are learning. We are everyday learners. We are doctors. And somebody rightly said, as I said in my second TED talk, 1 plus 1 can be 2 in mathematics, but 1 plus 1 is not 2 in medicine. Medicine is an amazing game altogether. So show empathy and commitment to improve. An example is, thank you for your feedback. We are sorry to hear what has happened. We'll try to improve ourselves. Please call us directly. We'll look into this, and these actually work very well. They mellow down dramatically. It has happened to me on occasions too. So ethical and legal considerations are confidentiality of the thing. That's what cannot be shared. That is the part of the entire thing. If they have given only 4 star, you've got to be very careful to what you write. You don't want to cash in on saying that I do all good to you. Thank you so much for a review. Thank you for taking time out. So follow the local medical council and social media codes and avoid any review manipulation. So this is important, because there are 2 ways to get reviews happening. Either you give them barcode or a QR code to scan, or there is a new card which are available right now. You can just touch on the phone and the review page opens up and it helps you. So friends, to come to a close, tools to help you are Google My Business app. If somebody doesn't have it, please open up an app and get into this. This is a great step. I opened up only because somebody said it's a good app to open. I never knew I was getting into a jungle of this around. So that's how it is. Reputable management platforms, Trustpilot, Tracto, and Doctify, and so many of them are there. But I think Google Business app has actually stood scores of time. QR code for review link and Canva for social media. So not the final message, but the possible message is Google reviews are the modern medical marketing tool. You can't escape it, because somebody put a lot of wrongs for you. There are some doctors who have only got 5 bad reviews around. So some positive reviews probably balance you, builds trust, visibility, and patient flow. And the modern patient wants to look into the positive. Friends, the queues are getting longer everywhere. I've told that Ahmedabad road is completely long in queue. Similarly, queue of urologists is getting longer, and Google doctor reviews are also getting longer. Means they will come and search. They will come, and that thing is going to happen. For example, this QR code helped young doctors to come in for the 5th version of the penile deformity series we held on 18th of May, 8th of May recent. So then the codes actually help people scan, get in, they get out kind of thing around. So today's truth to come to a close is Google reviews are the new word of mouth. Before it was, they would sit in the morning and they talk about who is your doctor, I'll go to him. That story is over. The new word of mouth is people with just instantly open phone. Very free and a very powerful marketing tool. Anybody can write anything good and bad about it. So improve your trust, visibility, and practice growth. Caution, confidence, care to the cure journey that you've taken. Continue to do what you do under Hippocratic oath, between the thighs, morning till midnight, the way you work. Amazing, because the patients believe more anybody else whom they never have seen, compared to the yesteryears when you sit across and choose a doctor. They have heard somebody. Only that's how it is. Building trust and credibility is important. Positive reviews create some social proof. Patients value authentic experiences from others. Reputation builds patient confidence only for the first visit. That's all. After that, the story is over. And their engagement, their feedback, their communication helps some urologist identify his own strength and improve. You sometimes improve. You sometimes feel bad about somebody waited long time and wrote only that and nothing else. So for advertisement, for an innovation that a urologist needs to do after he finishes in DNB and MCH is not easy. Thinking out of the box is a dangerous way of looking at it, because 24/7 is already. Friends, all the journeys that we take, deepest and the highest journey is a journey within. That means all that we heard today, stalwarts is about myself, my health, that's more important. So this is important that we balance this and take it forward. India is shining and will shine. We cannot stop that shine. And therefore the patients will do many ways over. So it's truly a challenge. Do we need to do that, or do we need to dream about Google reviews getting better? Perhaps yes, perhaps no. We need not reincarnate ourselves beyond what we continue. Friends, trying to take our best work to the front row seat, and that's what matters. If your reputation doesn't change, permanent as much as your name. We'll continue to do the right approach to right individual, and rest all will follow. Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you, Peter.
I'd like to thank all the faculties and the moderators for this session. And with this, we come to the close. And I would like to thank all the faculties and the delegates for attendance. I would like to call upon stage West Zone Secretary and President for their closing remarks.
Thank you all friends. Thank you. It was an excellent 2-day event and out of the box topics which would help every urologist. I thank the MPH team, Dr. Desai, Dr. Sabnis sir, Abhishek, Avijit, Arvind Janpule. All of you have worked very hard with this innovative topic, and it's been an excellent session. 150 registrations. Thank you everybody. Thank you all the faculty and thank you all the delegates for participating. We look forward to seeing you again in the next West Zone midterm meeting at Aurangabad, that is the Indo-Eurocon, and then most important, our annual meeting of the society, which is at Ahmedabad from the 3rd to the 5th October. Do register for that, and we'll definitely try and give you a good scientific program just like this. Thank you very much. I'll now hand over the mic to our President, Dr. Ashish Patil, to give his concluding remarks.
Thank you so much, everybody, and it has indeed been a pleasurable 2 day. We have read, we have saw, we have learned till we dropped, and I thank all the eminent faculty and Dr. Sabnis sir, MRD sir for having, and the entire MPUH team for having carved out such an excellent program. Looking forward to give you more such good feasts, and hope all of you enjoyed the last 2 days. Thank you all of you. The AV was absolutely good, I think. We should give them a big hand of applause. Very good AV. And thank you all very much, and let's see you again shortly. Thank you.